Y'all want some tea? Sit down and watch. Hey everybody, it's John. Welcome to Adventure Made Simple. Today we're going to be talking about a situation that I see come up quite often. And it's a good way to book yourself into trouble if you don't know the risks. This follows the last video I did about booking cheap travel and some of the things you lose by doing that. I sell a lot of Royal Caribbean. I know it's an extremely popular cruise line, and for good reason. Their pricing is appealing, their product is great, their ships are fantastic. I love sailing on Royal Caribbean. But one of their practices when it comes to selling, I think is a little sketchy, and I wanted to let you know this, especially if you are in the market for booking a family reunion or a small group. When you book a Royal Caribbean cruise, you have two ways you can do it. They have two different fare types, which aren't that obvious through the booking platform for a consumer. One is to pay full fare, what they call a refundable deposit fare. The second option is what's called a non-refundable deposit fare. We know this in the industry as an NRD fare, non-refundable deposit. Now, what is that, John? What are you even talking about? Well, when you book a non-refundable deposit fare, your deposit is non-refundable, as you would expect based on the name. That sounds pretty self-explanatory. You pay a lower price, sometimes significantly lower, especially these days, to give up the flexibility of being able to cancel your cruise in the future and get your deposit back. The normal situation, booking under a standard fare, you put down your deposit and it's fully refundable up until the time of final payment. Well, in a non-refundable deposit situation, that's not the case. There are other restrictions that come along with the non-refundable deposit. You can't make name changes. That's a big one. And a lot of people see the lower price and they're like, ooh, I like it. Let's book it. It's cheaper. It's a couple $100 less. It's $300, $400, $500 less. But they don't really tell you what you're booking. And this is the default setting on the consumer website. In order to get the refundable program, you have to adjust it later on in the booking process. Why is this a problem? So let's talk about one of the situations you could run into using this program. Let's say you've got a family of 20 that you're bringing on this cruise. You've got yourself, your husband, you have 3 kids each. They each have spouses or boyfriends and a couple of kids of their own. And you're bringing this whole family together. You've got great expectations for a wonderful family reunion on a great cruise. And you're gonna have it if everything goes to plan. But guess what? With that many people, there are gonna be hiccups. You've got the possibility of a new baby being added to the group before you go. Or more commonly, and I can speak from experience having seen this myself many, many times, where folks buy these non-refundable fares and then their boyfriend is out of the picture. Let's say you got your daughter and she was dating this guy named John, and now she's not. Now she's got this new guy named Ryan. Completely fictional people. Well, here's a problem. Under the non-refundable fare, you can't just swap Ryan for John. Maybe easy in real life, but not so easy when it comes to non-refundable deposits on Royal Caribbean cruises. So now you've got a problem that you have to deal with. How do you deal with it? Well, you get on the phone with Royal Caribbean. Guess how long those calls are taking right now? 3-4 hours to fix issues. That I can tell you right now, that issue is not going to be a quick and easy fix, and it's going to cost you money. How do you avoid this sort of thing? Call a travel advisor like me, like your Aunt Matilda, whoever you know that has got some travel experience, and start with them from the start. That way you're insulated from all this crazy stuff. They'll advise you on the non-refundable deposit stuff from the start so you know to avoid that. I always recommend my clients to don't go this route. I tell them about it because it will save them money, but it also creates so many headaches down the line. There are other situations that could come up with this problem as well. You've got the situation where you might want to change the ship. Well, you can't do that under the non-refundable deposit program, because if you do that, you get a $100 per person fee, and there goes your deposit that you originally booked, and all that money you originally saved is gone. So what I'm saying is, be sure to read the fine print. Know what you're getting. Know what you're signing yourself up for. I just had a good friend today, again, surprised when she got to her Frontier flight that she booked and discovered that, oh, they're charging for carry-on bags. Oh, they're charging for seat assignments, and the charges for that gets higher the closer you get to the time of the trip. Little things that are ending up costing her more than if she had just booked with a legacy carrier or Southwest or somebody to start with, which is what I would have suggested had she come to me first. And it breaks my heart. I really get upset about when I see my friends getting screwed over because they didn't just ask somebody who knew the industry. Reach out to a travel advisor friend. It doesn't have to be me. I know everybody's got an aunt who's a travel agent. I understand that, and that's fine, but just ask questions. Make sure you know what you're signing up for. Listen, if you've enjoyed this video, if it's taught you something, if it's given you a different perspective on how to book travel, and maybe you want to just avoid all that confusion in the beginning, I invite you to reach out to me. Give me a call. Contact information is in the description below. You can always reach out to me at amstravelsales.com. Sign up for a free appointment. Let's talk travel. Let's get you started in the right direction from the very beginning. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Let's call him Ryan. I don't know. These are completely made up names. Has nothing to do with anybody. Having said that, give me a minute while I compose myself.